Welcome down the rabbit hole, friends. This is bad. It's really bad. Katie Joy Paulson went on a live with John Yates and she spoke out extensively about her beliefs that the children of the Sisterwives are racist, homophobic. She talked about the family being involved in incest and believing that there's a possibility that the kids have been SA'd. It's so incredibly inappropriate after what we had happen this past year. I feel like so many of us, creators and other people alike, have really tried to be more aware of what's going on with this family and how we may hurt them through our reporting. And here is Katie Joy coming out and throwing them completely under the bus.
Because they need to stop the Canaanites who are cursed, meaning the black
And
people.
the Canaanites being like, anyone that's not white.
Okay, now this is where I feel a little down on John Yates because come on, John, do you really not know this background of Mormonism and of the AUB? Like, it's been out there for so long. It's been talked about extensively. Like, how many of you, my subscribers, my watchers, you don't know that, like, there are a lot of these issues in Mormonism? Like, it's been put out there time and time and time again. I'm not surprised that some people wouldn't know, but people who watch the Sisterwives, I just want to put out there, we're not stupid. We're not idiots. We don't watch this and go, this is the most healthy, loving form of religion we've ever seen in the world. But Katie Joy has to keep putting out there and reminding how disgusting she finds this family.
Yes, they need to stop the Canaanites from taking over the country, and they need to purify the country as much as possible. So they're a white supremacist cult. And so they're taught from birth that it's their job to have as many babies as possible so that they can take all of the spirit babies from heaven and prevent those spirit babies from ending up with Canaanites or black.
Like, if you don't understand some of this and you're not, like, on board with understanding what Mormonism is about, like, I recommend watch the Play the Book of Mormon. Like, it's so easy. Just watch that and it'll divulge, like, all of these quote-unquote secrets to you that so many of us are fully aware of, Katie Joy. Like, we get it. Their religion is different from ours. Just like some people in Africa believe something very different from us. Just like Muslims believe something very different from us. I still don't hold them to some kind of, like, they're evil and disgusting and, like, don't try, I don't take another religion and don't try to see, like, where they're coming from or to help find some common ground between us. But with Katie Joy, like, these people need to go down, and in a very public fashion, on Katie Joy's channel or on someone else's channel that she uses,
people.
Oh my God.
Wow.
So when Janelle says she still believes in the faith, you gotta like.
And this is the faith that all 18 children grew up believing in.
Yes.
Sweet Jesus. I don't even know what to say.
So
now here's where I believe that John Yates fully knows what Katie Joy is saying, what's going on here, and he's just saying in his head, look, how do I keep Katie Joy, like, saying this crazy shit all over my channel for as long as possible? Oh, I know what she likes. She really likes it when I act stupid. Like, I have no idea what's going on. Like, I don't know about the world around me, and then she can educate me. That's how you get Katie to stay on your channel.
like Gwendolyn has stated that some of her siblings still have racist views. And I don't know who she's talking about, but I would assume that that would be accurate. I don't know. I mean, like Logan is not. He is very progressive. I don't know where the others stand, but it wouldn't be shocking if some of the siblings were racist. It wouldn't. Cody is very racist.
Well, is Peyton one of them? Because we know that Gwendolyn and Peyton have,
She's
never
called
really saw
him
eye to eye.
racist. She has called him racist. I don't know. He says he's not. He also says he's not misogynistic, and he is.
Oh my God, this is where I'm like, come on, John Yates or someone on the panel. Stand up for Peyton. He came on your show, John Yates. He gave you, like, the biggest interview that I know of that you've had. And, he was very kind and very, like, I don't know. He showed that he cares about, other kids, that he was very friendly with you. I'm shocked no one stands up for him, like, right away. But it is coming.
He also says he's not homophobic, and he was like misgendering Leon and making
I
really.
didn't get that from him. I didn't get that vibe from him as like misogynistic and
Oh God, yeah.
really. I mean,
But
even
then
when
you
he
know,
was
Peyton came on my live and spent 3 hours with me. Like,
Thank God for this lady in the corner, Lake Lady. I call her Lake Lady. She has a lake behind her, and like she's the only one who really stands up through a lot of this and says, like, wait a minute. And the other thing about this is we all know what just happened to one of the sister wives' children. Why? Why do we need to do this? And I really feel like this is KJ's whole thing. She just loves, she enjoys like causing a stir, saying something really nasty about these people.
you know, he
Yeah,
knew
and
I
he
was
was being
gay.
very misogynistic and really homophobic and transphobic about
really, I
Leah.
didn't get that either.
He said that he does kind of, he's a lot like his dad. He's said that before on his own TikToks and stuff, that he and his dad have a lot of the same, even, I think,
Beliefs.
yeah, the same, and how he is kind of bold like his dad. I think what he meant was is his
And
narcissist like his
if
father.
you remember, Christine had mentioned when she wanted to move in, when Gwendolyn wanted to move in with Garrison and Gabe, she was concerned because they have very different political views. Gabriel's views are very similar to Cody's.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know these kids. They're young. They could change. I mean, they're only in
Yes,
their
but no, we're not, listen,
I
I'm
feel
not
bad.
here.
Like,
They are indoctrinated, but this is like
yeah,
it's not talked about on the show because no one would watch it if they knew the truth. If you talk
right.
to anyone from this cult,
I'm pretty sure I know the majority of the truth, and I still watch it. I still care about this family. And also, Katie Joy has this way of like, if one person in a religious sect, or like 20 people in a religious sect, or 100 people in a religious sect do something that she doesn't like, then everybody did it. Everybody in that religious sect is exactly like that person. That one person raped someone, they're all like that. They are all like that. And we're going to hear a lot of that coming.
they are born and bred to be racist. They are born and bred to overpopulate the world so that Canaanites can't take over. They have genealogy groups where they can go, like they literally have a website that they log into where they can look to see if their current someone that they're interested in has any black in them. Because fathers in this group will tell their daughters it would be worse, like the biggest sin that they could ever commit
Oh my God, John Yates' face. You cannot convince me he's not trolling Katie Joy in this. You just can't.
would be to marry a man that's black.
What about Tony then?
Well, you saw how he was received when he first came into the family.
Oof.
So maybe
See,
that's
this
why
one
she
said, he
married
said,
him.
all women are crazy, emotional, and liars. Like,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
he was misgendering Leon. I don't know. Like, I watched it and I was offended. Like, Peyton he's, he's a bombastic kid, but I think
Yeah, I
something has.
felt that Peyton was like nothing but forthright, and genuine when I
Yeah.
interviewed him.
Oh,
I don't.
really? And
I
he's
also don't
like,
get
he
offended.
went on a tirade calling Mary abusive, but he literally was so abusive to Gwendolyn.
I was just saying.
But
I
that's a
also don't
sibling
get
thing, though,
offended.
Katie. Like, that's
Yeah,
a
not
sibling thing.
always. Like, he couldn't be left alone with Gwendolyn. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, we don't know what happened because they're siblings, and it's their, you know what I mean. So like, I don't know.
He's
I don't feel comfortable.
6'6" and Gwendolyn is not.
Katie Joy did this thing not too long ago where she completely went off on her older brother. Her older brother is allegedly like a very successful, has a family, is like at the top of his game in some big, I don't know if it's like a pharmaceutical company or something. And Katie Joy made this series of social media posts where she basically called her brother an abuser because he used to sit on her when she was little. And she said, like, basically he could do no wrong and he was so great and she could never live up to him and she hates him, but basically that he's an abuser because of it, something to that extent. And everyone's kind of always been like, Katie Joy, like, you're way too extreme with this. Like, I don't know, it's like some kind of a weird victimhood, like brothers and sisters fight. So here we're going to hear Katie talk about like how awful Peyton is.
He was
But
always
there's
I
siblings.
also
abusive.
like
There's a
Gwendolyn very
difference
much,
between
so
like
you
being a
know.
sibling and like a sibling
Exactly.
relationship. Like, all siblings fight. Like, and
Things
granted,
happen.
know, we don't all have like 17 brothers and sisters running around, right?
Yeah.
Like most families don't. But like,
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not saying all I know is that he has admitted to abusing her. He's admitted to it. And Gwendolyn calls him the most
abusing her how?
He's hit her.
I mean, my brother beat the shit out of me.
Yeah,
And
but that's not okay.
even me and my sister like
Everywhere.
Yes, but
I
it
love him to
doesn't.
death. He's
Okay,
my brother.
You guys, I'm not going to be on a panel that's apologetic to like abusive
no,
stuff.
Katie.
No,
Like,
that's
No,
not. No.
I'm just
you're
talking
giving us a lot of
sibling.
information here that's like
Yeah,
that we
that's a
never
lot
heard
to
before.
digest.
He has literally been on TikTok live and has admitted to hitting her as an adult.
And
as
I'm
an
not like,
adult.
listen, I haven't talked to Peyton since the interview, right? Like,
Right.
I try to talk to him afterwards. And like after I interviewed him, hand to God,
Okay, now Katie Joy's going to talk about incest and SA amongst this group. She really ties it back in with the family, who I think that that's very unfair to the Sisterwives family. And then there's a lot more on John Yates' channel. I'll link the stream below, but I had to say something about all this. It's Katie, back to the same old shenanigans she always does with this family. She has admitted to making over $2 million on her YouTube from Sisterwives and Josh Duggar stuff. She's made so much money off of them, and yet, I mean, she doesn't have a problem with the fact that she made all this money off these people, but she has to continue to criticize them in a way that's just, in my opinion, overstepping a boundary.
It's not uncommon for it to be brothers on sisters or cousins on cousins or uncles on nieces or nephews. So Aspen's husband, his grandfather, was actually excommunicated from the cult when a bunch of his daughters accused him of rape, and she was 15 when her brother married her as a second wife. They're taking like girls from across Mexico, bringing them into Utah and Montana because they have a serious genetic defect that's happened because of all of the incest. It's called GAD, and it's like a neurological GAN, GAN. And it causes like neurological issues, super tight curly hair. The kids barely live past like 5. And it's rampant in the cult now. So they're trying to get in fresh blood. And so they've been trafficking girls from Mexico.
okay, Katie, do you believe that this is being like, a tenant of Cody Brown's fate, and like he's bringing up his kids, or they're all mostly adults with their own kids now, but do you believe like that this is how Cody Brown raised his children to be?
I wouldn't be surprised if the girls have been sexually abused.
Okay, I'm stopping there. There's a lot more on John Yates' channel. I just want to emphasize that this continues to go on. We have a child in this family who's committed suicide, and so many other creators have decided to take a step back, but not Katie Joy. Never Katie Joy. Hope you'll join me again next time as we head down the rabbit hole.